Well, this week's Bushel Up catches me in the office. I'm kind of a fair weather farmer, in all honesty. I hate cold weather. It's a little rainy, drizzly outside, so it's not fit for harvest. So I'm hiding inside with a good cup of coffee. But it's nice to have this break here, a little break from harvest, get a chance to go through a lot of grid sample information that's been pouring in, kind of look at some of the trends we're seeing. And I really want to talk to you about a couple of them. I know I've really hammered on the grid sample, but one of the big ones we're seeing is looking at nitrate. And we don't talk about nitrogen carryover a whole lot. We have NRD zones and we take a lot of deep samples. But one of the benefits of a new grid sample pulled this season is that we can look at that nitrogen carryover and get a good accurate map. I feel very comfortable taking those credits because we're looking at nitrate in the top 8 inches. When we pull some of the deeper samples for the NRD, those are good measurements, but sometimes we don't know exactly is that nitrogen in the lower 3rd foot or is it at the top. So looking at a map here where we have potentially 100 pounds of nitrogen laying out there, and right now we're looking at nitrogen prices that are at $1 a unit. If you're buying liquid, fertilizer and at $1 a unit, I mean that's equivalent of a $100 bill laying out there, and we want to make sure that we capture that. I know we're seeing on owners' acres where we use Instat, we have some very good residual, even with the high yields we pulled off. We're seeing some pretty good nitrogen carryovers there. So we don't like to see a big nitrogen carryover, but when we have them, we need to make sure we account for them and use that up. So really liking what we're seeing out of the efficiency of nitrogen to yield this year, and you might be surprised. So get some soil samples out there. Make sure we're counting for that. Also phosphorus, with the higher yields, we're seeing maybe we pulled a little more than we thought. That's a good problem, but it's something we need to sit down and talk about. So leaving that to chance, trying to go off of a 3 or 4 year old grid sample, we do recommend that we still have time to get good fresh information. Both we can use the nitrogen. $10 an acre isn't much when we can be accounting for a $50 nitrogen credit. So be with us, work with us on getting those back. We want to sit down and have these conversations about what were yields, what's really happening there. So remind you to stay safe. I know most of you are getting to that finish line, but stay safe, and we'll hopefully finish up our harvest here shortly too and start sharing our results with you.